Good morning. So I just had a reading about some fox energy, and it took me back to when I was watching the Teen Wolf series, and there was a Kuntanite fox, very tricky energy. And then earlier this today, I was thinking about this Jinn energy, right? And those are very trickster energies, and we're in Gemini season, and Gemini has the two faces. So I'm getting a lot of everything is not as it seems, right? But there's, I don't know. So let's see what comes out in the cards. And right now, the first card that came out was Knight. Be brave and honest. Be open to healing information. And speaking of Gemini, it has that snake, that messenger, that medical symbol. And then I get medicine mother. So not only do I have the medicine guardian, I have the medicine mother, which says honor your inner knowing, right? Be brave and honest. So I feel like there's going to be, or there are downloads of healing information coming in, and I need to be brave and honest with myself. And there's also this knowledge of just knowing, right? Honor it, trust it, right? Because you are in the position, or you were in the position of harnessing mystic power, right? Because you have chosen to shift your perspective, right? I'm also looking at wings, which is giving me a lot of air. So the high priestess and the air guardian, right? And it's interesting because Gemini is an air sign, but I've also been getting a lot of Libra energy, and I've been going over like relationships with the Aquarius women in my life, and I have to say that they are the most challenging for me, right? I am also in my progressed Libra. My progressed sun is in Libra, and this solar return for me, my rising sign is going to be a Libra sign. So there is a lot of air energy around me, and a lot of shifting in my perception, a lot of shifting in the way that I think, how I wish to communicate, right? And then I have this heart guardian. So there's a lot of guardians here. It's like love and let yourself be loved. And then it's like release the old and rest. And it's like that is where I feel like I'm moving into this energy where I can actually go on this retreat and just love on me and my solidarity, and being in solitude, right? And I feel like this is going to be part of my healing of the body, right? So I have to be brave and just know, as the medicine mother, how to heal myself, and that this is something that is needed to continue on this healing journey, right? I have already harnessed the mystic power, right? I'm already in my high priestess energy. I've already shifted my perception, and I am changing the way that I intend to create, right? I'm no longer creating from a place of heartache and lack. I'm creating from a place of love and healing. I get two cards out. Mirror guardian, take time to reflect. So I feel like I'm getting ready to move into this journey where I have to be brave and honest, right? And speak my truth, because I have to love on me. I have to release what no longer works, even within me and outside of me, and get the rest and have that time to reflect. I've been doing a lot of reflecting today. Um, I'm also looking at the high priest and the priestess energy, and I see these triangles, which takes me back to that resonance pattern that we have been looking at. But it's like I feel like we're also, with this coming, we're also shifting our perception on this masculine and feminine energy, and how we have turned our backs on each other. But it is time to get back to facing each other, right? We have to start working together. I feel like us doing the opposite things, not working together, is no longer going to work for us, right? We have to um, begin to work together. I see a lot of wings here, a lot of wings. Um, Birds, I see roses. The other card that came out was the White Witch. She has the pentacle, but wings. She has butterflies. She's an owl, right? And it looks like she has wings tattooed on her chest. The White Witch, be the light, like. And then the Sky Father, there's a lot of air, and he's like the owl. Trust in the unknown, right? Because we're moving into a time where we don't know anything about it, right? I kept hearing a lot of people say, all the years they were watching the resonance or the earth resonance program or whatever it is, and forgive me because I don't know, but this is the first time they've ever seen it this way. They've ever seen this. So we are in new times. We are in changing times. And I feel like we are moving into the energy of the unknown. And there's going to be a lot of communication. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things happening in the sky. There's also a lot of guardians, so there's a lot of protection here. We have the air guardian, we have the medicine guardian, the heart guardian, the mirror guardian. We have the White Witch, we have the High Priest and the High Priestess. So balance of that masculine and feminine energy. We have the Knight, who is going to be brave and honest and has a level of protection, but I also feel like he is at peace, right? So there's a lot of energy here. I feel like take time to reflect so that you can become the light. You can see your own light. I don't know, a lot of energy here. Before I pulled this deck, I was looking at the Astro Oracle deck, so I'm going to read with this one as well. I'm so focused on the wings here. Like there's something about wings. Something about the birds. Communication. Cultivate. Be brave and honest. It's time to cultivate. I get Taurus energy. And I think of Taurus, I'm also getting Venus. I'm getting bringing to life. Be brave and honest to bring your desires to life, to bring, it's almost like a birthing energy, right? And I was getting second house resources, open to healing information. I feel like some type of healing information that's going to come in is going to bring in some type of resources, right? It's going to bring in some type of value. And it's going to be something that I can use to grow and cultivate with this Venus type energy, with this Taurus energy. And it's time to act on what you know, right? It's like first house. It's the first. I think it's going to be some information that maybe no one knows. I'm looking at the red with the heart guardian, the apple, and the Aries card. And that's a lot of passion, love. I feel like a lot of fire coming on outside of the air. So when I'm thinking of air and fire, I'm thinking of smoke. I think of smudging, right? Cleansing of the air. We just had that big, thing in New York about the air, and it was a red, right? So I feel like there's something going on. Harnessing the mystic power of the Scorpio, because choosing to investigate, choosing to go in the darkness, not being afraid to go down a path that you know nothing about. I'm getting a vision of being like in the forest, and it's like, which way do we go? And we choose the dark path, right? Instead of the one that's already lit up. It kind of feels like, well, the one that's lit up, you already know it's down that path, right? It's enlightened. You've already been down that path. So now you're going down the path that you have no idea what's down, and maybe hoping for a new adventure, right? Not truly concerned about what could go wrong, but being aware that things could go wrong, right? And it's like exploring, shifting your perception is allowing you to explore, allowing you to learn, allowing you to gain knowledge of all things in a different way. And that's how you're able to investigate, right? Investigate is diving deep, willing to go down that path, and then you're down that path so you have the ability to explore it, right? And then for me personally, I have Venus in my ninth house in Placidus, right? So it's like truly going down that road and exploring, learning what you can, investigate, explore, almost the same thing, but investigating, you're asking questions, right? You're like, well, why is this happening? You're trying to find clues, and exploring is just you taking in the information and actually learning. So taking those answers and exploring how it works, or exploring how to use it, or exploring the depths of that information, right? And then I get tension, right? There's like a tension between loving yourself and, again, the birds, right? There's tension between the birds. It looks like their wings are entangled. So I feel like because I'm not in the energy of really being able to focus on the remainder of my healing, which is basically loving on me physically, not just mentally and emotionally, there is bringing some type of tension. Tension within my resources, tension with me trying to cultivate, tension with my ability to show up as who I am, right? Because I get Leo shine. Now, Leo is my ninth house. I also have Aries as my fifth house, if my memory serves me correctly. I think that's how it works. But there's tension within, tension on my inner child, because I'm not in the position where I can love myself. So once I am in this retreat and I can love and let myself be loved and release the old and rest, then that tension will go away, and I will be in that inner child, and I'll be able to cultivate and grow and become a whole, right? There's this wholeness, but it's like I want to create symbiosis, or I keep forgetting what this is. It's like a harmony, right? When you think of a trine or a sextile, it's about working together, collaborating by backing one another, right? So my actions will be backed by the high priestess, by what I have found, by what I have learned, right? My actions will, at that point, will be in collaboration with what I have investigated, what I've explored, the power that I have harnessed, the shift in my perception, right? So it's like we'll be working together, we'll be working in harmony, and that will bring in this cultivating energy where I will be able to act. And it's bringing in this fifth house of passion. So being able to reflect, being able to be the light is going to bring in this fifth house energy, which is ruled by Leo, right? For me, and I just stated that Aries is my fifth house, right? So I feel like there's tension within my resources, and there's tension within my children or my home or with my passions, because I feel like I'm not able to truly move in the energy of just being able to focus on me, right? And it says trust in the unknown. With transits, climate, we're in unknown territory, we're in changing times, we're in a time that we've never been in or never experienced before. I'm going to use my shift cards, then the Lenormand, and then I'll probably close it out. So it's like going through this journey is going to allow the high priest, right, to collaborate with the high priestess in a different way, right? So now it's like, okay, so in the beginning I was getting that they were not working together, but I feel like now the high priest has the backing of the high priestess, because she has, that feminine energy has gone in the dark, has done the investigation, right? Has also done the exploring. The high priest has also explored through his actions, right? He's gone down that road that's lit up, right? And he found it brought him back to this same place. So now it's time for him to make a different choice. But because the high priestess has gone through, the feminine energy has gone through the healing journey, he can go down that dark road, but he has the wisdom, the knowledge, and the intuition to guide him, so that now he's able to not just investigate, but actually explore and enjoy exploring, right? He's able to learn things and embrace things and take it in and learn to cultivate what he knows. It's not like it's like your second life, right? He gets to do it over again, but this time he gets to enjoy it, right? He gets to benefit from it, cultivate it, get a better understanding, live his second childhood, have fun, grow his passions, rather than just focusing on the resources. And I think that this is a new time, a new day, because we're trusting an unknown path, but we have the tools and the resources and the knowledge to be able to have a successful journey. Is the energy that I'm getting from that. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's a shift, right? So during this shift, it's time to be brave and it's time to be honest, not only with other people, but with yourself, right? There's a shift in perspective. There's a shift in the earth. There's a shift in resources. I think there's a shift in what we are creating, how we're acting. There's going to be a shift in healing, right? There's a lot of shifts that are happening, because once one shift happens, there are going to be many shifts taking place. It's almost like a domino effect, right? And then it's like you have to have the courage, right? Have the courage to heal and be open to healing information, because it's going to bring value. It's going to bring a resource. It's going to open up your second house. But make sure that you keep your boundaries, right? Keep your boundaries. Honor what you know. Act. Make those decisions, make those actions, but make sure that you keep your boundaries, right? It's like, be courageous, but also keep your boundaries. I feel like there's also going to be a shift in boundaries. Yeah. It's like, harness your magical power. Investigate the magic, right? Scorpio is about the occult. It's about what's hidden. I feel like there's also going to be a shift in magic. I feel like right now people are so caught up in black magic and witchcraft and doing those things that they probably wouldn't even know what good magic or love, magic from love, looks like. So I feel like there's going to be a shift in magic. There's also going to be a change in how you use magic. I feel like something has been calling me to use magic, but I am, reserve. I have my reservations about it. And then I get this past life. I feel like shifting your perception, right? Exploring your past life is going to bring some type of magic to the forefront. I feel like maybe my past life is getting ready to shift to my current life, or everything from my past life is going to be shifting forward. And I get knowledge, right? I get knowledge. So there's tension because there's knowledge of love and what is needed. I feel like past life is going to shift the knowledge. Like, it's going to, something from my past life is going to resurface. It's going to bring in something that I need to know. And it's like nature, spirit. I keep getting these cards. So nature spirit is like release the old and rest. Get in tune with nature. Have fun. Get into the sun with the shine. I feel like there's also going to be knowledge about nature that's going to come online. And this is about this new life, right? Collaborating, coming into union with the masculine and feminine, right? Collaborating, intending and creating a new life, right? And I got new life and past life before in the same place. Just interesting. And this new life is going to bring in magic or bringing some information from the past and is shifting your perception, right? But there's this knowledge of nature spirits that's coming in, and you have to be brave and be honest about what you know. There's something changing about the earth. It's like be the light. It's time to reflect and show your passion or grow your passion about the earth. There's something shifting in the earth. There's a new life earth. Again, this brings us back to this resonance. There's a new earth shifting. It's transmuting. And oh my God, I get this snake, right? This is a time of change. Kundalini awakening. I had the dream about the snakes, but this is a transmuting climate. Trust the unknown. Things are changing, and you have to be able to trust it. From the energy reading, it said, trust your talents in changing times. Trust your gifts. Trust what you've learned. Trust your understanding. Trust what you see. Things are shifting. Things are changing. I also get the energy of everything is not what it seems. I have the star here, right? There's a level of healing, wishes being granted. That to me looks like the natal chart. It also kind of looks like a compass, right? There's a shift here, a shift that's happening in the universe, I feel. And it's going to be made public. Or this is something to share. Maybe there's an invitation, but I feel like this is for the collective. This is a public change. This is a change. I'm getting event of the century. I don't know. I'm getting, and then I have the mask, right? The mask is coming out again, right? Set your boundaries for the truth so that you can see the truth. You'll be able to see, I feel like with this healing knowledge, with this information, you'll be able to see everyone's truth. And with seeing everyone's truth, that'll allow you to keep your boundaries. And then I'm also looking at this and I see the same star on the mask, right on the third eye. Interesting. And this is for me, like this is the feminine energy, right? The magic, the Scorpio, the high priestess, the lady. I feel like this is wishes coming true. I feel like this is like a grand event. Maybe there's going to be an invitation. Maybe my healing or some type of healing information is going to be brought into being. And then I get the lilies, right? So something from the past. I feel like ancestors, being able to explore something, shifting your perception about the past, also being at peace. I feel like this is definitely the feminine energy being at peace. Sorry, thought somebody was outside. Being at peace. And then there's stability. I feel like this knowledge of loving yourself is I'm getting stable. Again, groundbreaking. I'm seeing this bird, or these birds and this anchor. I feel like this knowledge is going to keep you grounded. And then I say that and then I get the ship. So it's like but the ship is in the air, right? Going over nature, right? I feel like there's going to be a change or a shift. I'm getting now, instead of fire and air, it's more like water and air. And when I think of well, I was going to say I think steam, right? When you think of water and air, but that's not it. I think water and air brings in clouds, right? There's an something about the clouds. Maybe there's going to be a rainstorm. Um, but I'm thinking being grounded in the journey. And then at the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at the storks, which again, birds, feathers. There's the sun coming in. The stork is about announcements. So maybe there's something that's getting ready to be announced that's going to move you into your stability. Your stability is here through your knowledge, through loving yourself and letting yourself be loved. But this part of your journey is about releasing the old and resting and learning and getting in tune more with nature. I feel. And I'm also getting, like, when I look at the star in this boat, I'm getting astro travel, like traveling through the stars with this ship. There is this show that I was watching, and it escapes me now, but they were on a boat that was moving through the air, just like this. But it had, I think it was more so balloons than these wings, right? Because I'm looking at the boat and they look like wings to me. I don't know what's up with these wings, these birds with the air. I've been in a lot of air energy. But there's this key, working together, collaborating with the feminine energy is key to this new life. Knowing how to operate it, knowing how to work it, knowing how to use your intuition and what you've learned to guide you.
When you go.
And I feel like this is also the key to peace, the key to longevity, the key to understanding your past, the key to healing. Not really the key, maybe the key to healing on a grander scale, because now that you know how to use your feminine energy, your intuition, how you feel your knowledge to move, I feel like that's giving you the key to your heart's desire, giving you the key to the life that you wished for, the life that you've created for yourself. And again, the feminine, but now she's more passionate, right? She's Mother Earth again, with this passion, reflecting on herself, being the light. She's no longer looking at the past, but she's very much in touch with herself, in touch with her sexuality, her femininity, and she's able to move and look towards the future. And then as I'm looking, the sun rays are shining through and shining on her, which means be the light, right? Time to reflect, looking, taking a moment to actually be in the passion, right? Just being in this feminine energy without a care in the world, right? Before, she's looking at the past, she's reading a book, she's thinking, this pen, this rose that she's holding could be a pen where she's writing in the diary, creating this life that she wants. And now she has gone through the process and she is stable in her journey and who she is. My daughter keeps asking me about Hawaii. And then I got on TikTok for a hot second today, and the first video was, watch this video before you go to Hawaii. I got a feeling we'll be going to Hawaii. Like, I think that's a trip that I'm definitely going to plan. There is a huge change, a huge ending, transmuting. This climate is bringing in a death. I also get past life energy, but I feel like we're in, like, getting in between world energy, but I like that the divine femme has completed her journey. She's made her progress, and she's in the energy of being very confident, very comfortable with herself, and she's able to be passionate about what she chooses to be passionate about, and she's able to take time to reflect on her journey and keep moving. So I feel like this is a grand event, um, a grand finale. I feel like it's going to be like the final countdown is what I'm hearing. Um, and it's, yeah, like we're there. We're here, is what I'm getting. Not it's coming, not almost. I feel like with this reading, with this energy, it's giving me the energy that we're here. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to come out of that, but I know that there's a major change going on, within and on the outside. And I feel like it's done. That is literally the energy that I'm getting, is that it's done. We are here. And now it's just like the choice is yours. How do you want to move forward? There's nothing else that I can say. It's literally like, how do you wish to move forward? You have created the life. Now it's just time for you to step in it. You have made the decision. How are you looking to show up? Yeah, basically, I love you. Enjoy. Have fun. Be the main event.